and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147, and I need to finally de-kit my mini cocktails paintings. So I've got all those diamonds and these, but I have completed, I'll do a quick flip through of the, I think it's 12 mini paintings of cocktails. These ones are partials, so you don't do all the white background, though there are some white diamonds in the cocktails themselves. But this whole set has been done, and there will be some unboxings of some new ones I'm going to do for my June waffle. But I do need to de-kit these that have already been done. Now, the way these are kitted up, I kit them up according to how it is listed on the inventory sheet, because it does it in alphabetical order, and most of these containers are in groups of 4. So I kit them up that way, but they're not in DMC order number, so it can take a little bit just for me to figure out which order the DMC numbers are. But first things first, they are squares, so I do need to check through my Heaven and Earth, my spares that I need for my Heaven and Earth design, just to see if any of those are in there. Now, these are all detailed by number. These are only ones I need more of than what I've already got. So I'm just going to do a quick flip through. So 318, I can see that's one that I need and one that I have here. And I'm going to tip those in. So this is not my usual practice, just for generally putting away spares. I only do this with squares, because my Heaven and Earth design painting is using my spares, and there's a few colours that I need more of than what I have. Like the actual pattern itself needs hundreds, so 400 I don't need, 414 no, but I do have 415, so let's pop 415 in there. Oop, got a little bit of static on these. I do have another bag of 415 as well, but one of the paintings I'm doing, one of the Heaven and Earth design cross stitch patterns that I'm doing is black, white and greys. So there's going to be quite a few of those I'm going to need by the time I'm done. So I'll do this first step and then I'll put away the rest as I normally would. So if you're not doing a Heaven and Earth design, this step you won't need to do at all. 762. I also keep trying to check, like I'm familiar with what some colours are. So my eye is getting drawn to the colour as much as it's getting drawn to the DMC number. So 762 I knew was a grey colour, so I looked for greys and then checked my numbers off. Let's put it in the right place. 779. I think some of these others are going to be too dark. 814, no, I've got 815. 823. 898, because these colours were very, very bright, so there's not too many dark colours in these. 938, nope. 939, no. 3072, that's like a paley green. There's actually none of those. 3371, nope. 3787, that's a dark green as well. 3799, 3865. Oh no, I had 5200 in this one, but I do need 5200 as well. So I've got a bag there. How white are these? Very white. So I have found with some 5200s, they can be a little bit, some are a little bit whiter than others, and others are more of a cream consistency. So let's have a look. They're all pretty white, but they're pretty cream. So I'm trying to keep the bulk of the cream separate because I want to use the true white really for my Heaven and Earth design because it looks better. Looks better to be a pure white. Okay, so that is that box done. That step is complete. So now I can do what is classed as the normal putting away. So this is my box of 100s to 600s or to 700 to the end of the 600s in square. Pick up my stickers that I'm deciding to stick down to my table. And then that's a 100, that's got a 100 on it. I've got no other 100s, so let's do this one first. 165, and that's actually one that I've not had before in a square, and one that I stuck the sticker on the wrong side of the bag. These sticker bags have a shorter side and a longer side, and it's easier to have the shorter side at the front. Okay, so I do need to update my logbook to say that I have now got 165. So I'm going to keep that sticker out of the way and I'll update my logbook at the end. Okay, do I have any 200s? They're both 3,000, so they can wait till the end. No 200s. Any 300s? 307 and 304. So let's start with 304. I've got another one that I've not had before. It's the painting for new colours. Not many of them, but it's amazing that these little mini ones had like 30 different colours, and some of them were only used in a couple of the paintings. So that's 304, and then I want 307, which I have already had before. Let's put that back in. So 307, done. And this sticker I don't need to keep hold of because I already had it, which is a good job because it's just ripped off anyway. So I can screw that one up. Right, have we got any 400s? So we've got a 400 there and a 400 there. 470 is first. So a 470 is a green that I've had before. Add the few from this painting, or these paintings, and I can get rid of that one because I've had it before. So that's 470 and then 471. I've not had that one before. It may well be that I am already using any spares that I did have of these in my Heaven and Earth designs. But I don't need them. I don't need any more for it because my Heaven and Earth designs, some only need about 6 colours for some of them. So let's pop that one there. I quite like the fact that I can stick them down in a little list. The sticker maker, the Xyron sticker maker that I used to make these stickers on the top, I have got the removable cartridge in it, so I don't mind sticking to them to my desk because I know I can get them up. So 500s we've not got any, but 600s we have a few. And there's another one. So 600s, let's start with a 601. And then there's no more 600s on that strip. So I'll take the sticker off. And then, what's the next one I have? 603. had before. So I can pop all those in. And that's 603, that's a 3000. Then 605, which I've also had before. That can go back in. And then 666, which is the red. The very red. It's getting pretty full, that bag. Once that's full, I will no longer save any of these, and I will pass any extras I've got on to others. But that is the first box done. So all the 100s to 600s, I'm just doing a quick scan over the numbers, are all put away. Then this is my fuller box, which is 700s, 800s and 900s. So we've got 700s, 700s. Trying to put them in some sort of order if I can, though I can go back in two in the box. It's often easier if I am going in number order. But it is for my brain. My brain likes to go in number order and know where I'm getting to. But you could, if your brain works differently, or should I say if your brain can cope with it, you could just get out a box of diamonds and put any of the numbers away that will fit and just move around your box dependent. Or you may even be lucky enough to actually have all your diamonds in one box. But after 4 or 5 years of diamond painting, I have got to the point where my squares need 3 boxes and my rounds only need 2. I've done a few less round paintings than I have squares. A lot of the big ones, big diamond paintings that I do, for those I tend to favour squares a little bit more. Though I do rounds, but I do tend to favour squares. And I don't know why, I just do. Okay, 747. 747. Get that one in. Okay, so that's all the 700s, and this is actually the only 800. So let's pop that one away. 815. It's not a new one to me either. There's a little bit of static that I've had with these drills. Not giving me any problems when working on it, but occasionally it does mean they just want to sit in the box, sit in the plastic tub just a little bit too much. Okay, so that's one empty. So we'll shove that at the top. Now for 900s. I've got a few more 900s. So we'll start with top of the shop for the 900s. Or start of the board for the 900s. And that's that one done. Then I want these 3. So 905. 905, 906 and 907. Give some good shading if you end up with DMC numbers that are close. Or at least it can do. Depends on the painting. But I often like if, you know, bigger images especially, more so than smaller ones, have DMC colours that are often close to each other in number. So the likes of this 905 and 906, very close together, and therefore often give good shading if you are doing parts of the painting with, say, greenery on it. It gives a nice gradient between the two. There's only a few diamonds that are sticking in the pot, so I'm just finding it easier to actually just get them out with my finger than to try and tip them out and end up with more over my desk than what I already am doing. So that's 906, 907. I love 907. That is one of my colours that makes me smile when I diamond paint. It's not a colour that I tend to favour in any other department, area of my life. It's not like I have, you know, rooms in my house decorated in lime green, but I do love a pop of lime green in a diamond painting. It just makes me smile. Okay, 947 is my next one. Oh, that one came out loads easier. So we've got 947. That's a nice, it's been a really nice bright set of colours to do this time. And then 995. That's another bag that is getting pretty full. Okay, so that's the 900s done. I've just noted I've got some little trash pieces in that case, so I've just tipped them out onto my floor. The Hoover can have them later. And then last but not least, I need to dekit my 3000s. So I need to remember these as well. I've got one that starts 30, so let's pop that away. 3078. Oh, another colour I've not had, or I've not currently got in my spares. Little bit of static on these as well. Not too much. They're not jumping out when I try to pop them in the bag. So they're not heavy on static, they just have a little bit of it left. They didn't make it to the painting. They're just upset. Okay, so 3078 I need to keep. Then I have one that starts 37, so 3766, which I do already have. Most of them went in. Trying to get hold of the last few that want to stay in there. Sorry buddies, you missed your chance to get put on a painting. Now you have to wait, and you can be my saving grace if I ever run out. Right, and then for the 3810 is my first. Come on. No, last two didn't want to fit in. So 3810. 3810. Then we've got 3819. I have had these before, albeit not many. but I have had them before, so they will be marked in my logbook. And now they have a few friends. That's another nice bright sort of yellow green rather than a lime green. And then we have 3843. So because these paintings are 30 colours, I did have to bring in 2 extra little pots for 2 of the colours. But because this container has a base in the bottom where you can put extra stuff, it was too perfect to not use for these mini paintings, because they just fit underneath it so perfectly that it seemed daft to use anything else. So I pulled these little containers out of a dot box that I use. Okay, so that is the paintings away, their diamonds away. So just to show you, when you sit this back in the top, if you've not seen it before, it has a little gap, which my niece has one. I gave my niece one of mine, and she uses it for her diamond painting tray and her pen, and any extra diamonds that don't fit in the little containers because there's too many of them, they sit in the bottom of her container, but they're absolutely perfect for these mini paintings because it just keeps the whole thing together and you can just pick it up and go. So they will go back onto my storage shelf. So the last thing I need to do is update my logbook. So I actually have 2 logbooks. One has all my stash and then one is for my spares and my completed. So I need to note these down. So let me find, I need to find a rubber and a pen. So 165, I've got a little H next to it. So that means I do have some of these diamonds already, but they're in my Heaven and Earth designs. So they're all kitted up for the painting, but I don't need any more, which is why they're not in my extras needed box. 304 is the same, so I have had them before. It's not a brand new colour, but it is one that I've now got extras of. 471, that's another one that is in my Heaven and Earth designs. Maybe I'm not going to get a new diamond colour out of these diamonds today. And then 3078 is another one that all the spare diamonds I do have sat in my Heaven and Earth designs boxes, but I don't need any more for the painting. But that's my logbook updated now. So I do have ticks for every colour that I have. I have H's if I don't have them in my spares, but they're in my actual Heaven and Earth design. So if I ever run out on a painting, I know I can find a couple if I need them to finish. So I have, camera thinks I've talked too much. So I have them marked with a H, but it is in pencil, so I can rub it out when I do end up with extras in my spares anyway. So that's my logbook updated for my spares. I will update the logbook with the paintings actually completed. So the section where I have my completed paintings over the last probably year. I don't have much more than that. Year or so. I will update those when I do my logbook update at the end of the month, and I'll make sure that I get all the information in there. But that's another one dekitted. I felt like that one has been sat there waiting to be dekitted for so long, due to me getting hit with COVID, but it's done. I think I've just got one more painting at the moment, that does need to get de-kitted and away. Oh no, and I've got some special diamond paintings as well. So I've got a couple more things that need de-kitting so that I can have a nice clean slate ready for June waffle. But I will be kitting up June waffle soon, so stay tuned. I think tomorrow's video is an unboxing of some of the mini kits, of which some of them I will use for my June waffle. And then I just need to get straight in my head how I'm going to kit up what is essentially 3 different mini kits to use for June waffle. So stay tuned for those videos, hopefully all going well coming over the next few days. But thanks for joining me for this one, and I'll speak to you all again soon.